I got to tell you, good for Angel Reese. Because there has not been a day in her life that she could play basketball on the level of Caitlin Clark, but good for Angel Reese.
What's up, world? Welcome back, Charge the Game podcast. In this moment, we are going to discuss Dan Dakich from Outkick, popular YouTube channel. I just subscribed. I started following this guy. He reminds me so much of my drill sergeants and one of my favorite drill Sergeant Thomas. If you ever come across this video, what's happening? When I served in the United States Army, because this guy is old school. Radio used to be this way. Radio used to be this way where you could keep it 100% authentic and no one would really criticize you. But this guy gives a just, it's funny, hilarious, a little bit uncomfortable. It's like, you know, when you go to a comedy club or an improv, people are going to say outlandish things, but it's always truth in the underlying topics and statements. So let's get into this, guys. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Thumbs up, like the video. Let's go.
Angel Reese has bounced back in the Wnba. The worst shooter around the rim, and I got to tell you, I've never seen a 32% shooter around the rim from a post player, but I digress. She gets all her own rebounds and is leading the league in rebounding, so you hang your hat on that. But Angel Reese is also trying to figure out how to be a sex symbol, shaking her ass, wearing short skirts, acting the whole Barbie thing. You know what I'm talking about. Wow.
Now, guys, this is something that, you know, I've pointed out, but I think that with Angel Reese, she has to bring something to the game besides her own court play, because her own court, let's just be real, guys, it's not there. Some things are God-given, some things require hard work. I think that she just needs hard work. God gave you height, right? When it comes to Caitlin Clark, at least you got height. You have height, you have intensity, you have energy. Okay, that's something that cannot be taught. Like Angel Reese said, I'm a dog. That can't be taught. Like, we didn't really need her to tell us that. And a lot of us don't agree with that statement, you know, but that's something that I feel like I try not to talk about because I understand that they're trying to grow the game. Now, these WNBA players, pre-game outfits are horrendous. Like, they look hideous, terrible, can't walk in heels. Stop it. Just let's just delete that and just focus on the game that we're trying to grow. Angel Reese does bring fashion, though. She got the Fashion Over deal, etc., right? So I will give that to her. But she's the one that said that she was overly sexualized. So I appreciate Dan Dakich for calling it out. Like, you twerking, shaking your ass, grabbing your breast, taking pics, Barbie this, just like she loves the attention. She loves the attention, and it shows that she does based off of her antics off of the court. Shout out to her podcast. I'm hoping that it's going to be worth covering. I am. But let's keep going.
Caitlin Clark just simply goes along the business of being arguably America's smartest. I'm going to say it again. Smartest sports star. She stays above the fray. She handles everything with class, intelligence, and grace. And she don't need to shake her ass.
Yo, why does man be like, y'all see what I mean? I'll tell y'all, this dude reminds me so much of Red from the 70s show. If you watch that 70s show, then you already know who Eric's dad was on that show. But this type of just rah-rah type of guy he's a locker room guy, a man's man. He's going to tell the authentic truth. He's going to keep it real. And I really appreciate that, because let's just face it, man. Most people in the world are not like this anymore. I'm old school, so that's probably why my videos are controversial, because I believe in, one, freedom of speech, and I also believe in just being honest. No matter the color, no matter the gender, we need to get back to this. This is traditional broadcasting. I really do enjoy this. A lot of new school people might tune into my channel and say that they disagree, but that is okay. But he is telling the truth. Caitlin Clark knows how to maneuver. I often make videos saying that whoever is Caitlin Clark's PR team, hey, they do a great job at making sure that she stays grounded, mission first. Don't buy into the drama. Play basketball, make millions. Now, he said America's smartest athlete or player right now. I think that she's just simply an American sweetheart. It's an American sweetheart story, And American Sweetheart stories can last a very long time or a very short time. But so far, man, Caitlin Clark she's executing. She's executing. No other way to say it.
It's kind of funny. I haven't really mentioned this, but there's a bunch of articles. She was on a vacation over
Mexico.
the All-Star break and was wearing a bikini, and she actually looked uncomfortable. She's like, yeah, I really don't take a picture of me. But she did, and good for her. Who cares? But that's the deal. So now the two worlds collide. And now the people want to see it. It's the final regular season matchup of the year between, that's right, Caitlin Clark and her Indiana Fever and the Chicago Sky's Angel Reese.
I'm curious to know, just because, I need the engagement and I want to hear from you guys. Who do you guys have your money on? Will it be Chicago Sky and Angel Reese or the Indiana Fever and Caitlin Clark? Right? Who do you guys think will win this fourth game? Chicago Sky have the chance to tie the regular season record 2-2. Because right now it's 2-1. Right? Fever up 2, Chicago Sky 1-1. Either way it goes, I think that it's going to help the Indiana Fever regardless as of now, because I believe that they are a few games up in the playoff standing. Can't even remember if the Chicago Sky are even in the playoffs right now. I do know that the Fever are in the 7th seeding right now. So y'all let me know. I could be incorrect, but y'all let me know. Who are you guys rooting for deep down? We want to know.
I got to tell you, good for Angel Reese. Because there has not been a day in her life that she could play basketball on the level of Caitlin Clark. But good for Angel Reese that she has maneuvered herself as basically somebody latching on to the jet rocket pointing directly skyward to cash, riches, and a great life that is Caitlin Clark. Reese is the number one nemesis, and we need a nemesis. But let's talk about you wanting to go.
Now, guys, that's why I like this guy. It just seems like the media does not want to talk about the truth. And the truth of the matter is that's exactly what's happening. I actually applaud it. I do. You guys honestly think, I know Shaq isn't all because it's an LSU alumni. He even went to the extremities of saying that Angel Reese is the best athlete that come out of LSU. I don't think that Angel Reese can catch a ball like Odell Beckham in the end zone. Iconic picture. I don't think she could do that type of stuff. Shakari Richardson, I believe, came from LSU. So many wide receivers, Joe Burrow. Come on. Wow. Shaq, come on. Shaq came from LSU, and he had the audacity to say that. But he's an older man, probably looking at some younger tender. So Shaq was a little pervertish, in my opinion. But it's the fact that no one wants to admit the obvious. And the obvious is that Angel Reese is attaching herself to Caitlin Clark from this moment here. And guess what? Like a Draymond Green, that's why I call her Draymond Reese. It's because Draymond Green doesn't know how to impact the game with his skill set. He has to push people out of the door like Jordan Poole, Kevin Durant, and even Klay Thompson, because he sucks. And he fears being traded because he'll be exposed. So he has to make himself relevant by fouling people and beating up international players. Angel Reese does the same thing, purposely starting a beef. Now, we saw how the energies were in the All-Star game. Oh, I really enjoyed playing with Caitlin Clark. I'm a fan of her. I really like what we're doing for the game. Maybe one day we can play on the same team. We can also, maybe in 2028, hopefully the goal is for me and her to be playing together. And I'm just like, do you hear Caitlin Clark ever trying to associate herself with you? You don't see. You know why? Because she's in her own lane, right? Just like LeBron is in his own lane as of now. There's really no one in the league to challenge him besides Steph Curry. So people latch on to the higher powers. Caitlin Clark is a higher power. Angel Reese knows that any detachment is going to ruin her. She needs to be affiliated with Caitlin Clark as long as possible until she just makes a name for herself and on her own platform. I don't think that the Reebok deal would have happened. The Reese's Pieces deal, and maybe, even the podcast. Okay, I don't think any of this would happen without the relevance of this rivalry that, let's just be honest, all through college, Angel Reese literally picked it from start to finish. That's why so many people are against Angel Reese, including myself. It's not that I don't, root for her. I'm quite sure she's a cool person, but on a competitive level, I respect Caitlin Clark's game better. I also respect the fact that even after Caitlin Clark took her loss in college, yes, she was having fun. Yes, she was playing basketball. Yes, she was doing the not see me. But Angel Reese, man, she made it far more personal than it had to be. It's like she went out her way to smear it in, rub it in. All last season when Clark was in the Final Four and on the big stage, Angel Reese was tweeting not fair, going against Caitlin Clark all in public any chance she got. It's just raw jealousy. And this guy Dan Dakich is exposing it for what it is. And I see it the same way. I think that Angel Reese is a leech right now. But I understand why. If I was in Angel Reese's shoes, I would do the same thing. We need a nemesis, like he said. We need a villain. It's good for sports. It is growing the game. But because you accepted this villain role, you have to be, acceptable to whatever comes with it. Even critiques, even videos. Because that's what you wanted. You cashed in on that. And, all respect to you. That's what you wanted. That's what's going on. Y'all tell me, man. Am I tripping? Is Dan Dakich tripping? Weigh in, even if you disagree, weigh in and drop your comments. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you found any value, please share the video to a friend and tell them to share it to a friend. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. I will see you in the next one. Peace. Yeah.